What's up, y'all? It's Direct, and welcome back to Direct Reactions. Now, in the debut, we did Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues. And before the reaction started, I was talking about my grandpa taking me to the bus stop and, explaining kind of how I found out about Johnny Cash. So, I didn't mention in that video because it was the debut and I really didn't want to put too much of my personal life out there. But I didn't mention that my grandpa was kind of like a father figure to me growing up. Because, I had a stepdad that came into the picture when I was around 2 or younger, something like that. But my grandpa and my uncles and my older brothers were kind of like the father figures in my life. And my grandpa did just recently pass away not too long ago. And it's always weighing on me. So I don't really like to talk about it because it was like my dad dying. You know what I mean? So that's why we're doing this reaction today. It's Dave Fenley, Grandpa. Now, this is a cover song. The Judds were the original artists that did this song, but Dave Fenley covered it, and I liked it so much that I decided to do a reaction to it. So, with this reaction, I'm dedicating it to my grandpa. We all miss you. He was the greatest man I ever knew, and I can't say enough good things about him. So, let's go ahead and get into this reaction. Dave Fenley, Grandpa. The Judds cover.
Grandpa, tell me about them good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa,
Man, the Judds, it's like they wrote this song for the future, man. There was crazy things going on back in the day when the Judds released this song, but it fits it fits even better now with everything going on in the world. It's just crazy. And this song, man, it really hits home for me, and I'm sure it probably hits home for a lot of people, that were really close to their grandpa. So let's just get back into this, man.
take me back to yesterday, when the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Did lovers really fall in love to stand beside each other come what may? Was a promise really something people kept, not just something they would say?
Man, that couldn't be more true. People making promises and then they never follow through with it. And man, I can't say enough about Dave Fenley. He's got a voice, man. He definitely did a good job with this cover. We may have to check out the Judds' the actual original song on the reaction channel at some point. But I don't know. I heard this before I actually ever heard the Judds version. I heard this one first, and I heard this before my grandpa had passed, and I already liked the song. So immediately after I had gotten word that he passed on, I played the song constantly, man, constantly. It fits perfectly. It just fits perfectly with everything, and I can't even think straight, man. Just let's just get back into it.
Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days.
Man, that's when I first listened to this song, and he said, tell me about them good old days. It really hit home with me because I would hang out with Grandpa all the time, man. Go out to his house and just hang out, talk. I would ask him about things, how things were back when he was my age, or, how he went to school. I remember he told me one time that when he was in school, it was literally, they were in this small building, and it was kindergartners all the way up to seniors, all in the same class. So it's way different now. Could you imagine that? That's just crazy, man. Let's get back into this.
Grandpa, everything is changing fast. Oh, we call it progress, but I just don't know. Oh, Grandpa, let's wander back into the past and paint me a picture of long ago.
See, that's what I'm saying. If your grandparents are still around, man, take advantage of it. Go hang out with them. Sit down and ask them things about their past. Ask them how things were when they were your age or younger. Man, I guarantee you they have some awesome stories that you could, just carry with you forever. And you will have them moments to, you'll have them moments to remember when they're not around anymore, I wish I would have spent more time with my grandpa. See, so take advantage of it while you can.
Lovers really fall in love to stand beside each other, come one man. Was a promise really something people kept, not just something they would say and then forget? Families really bow their heads to pray. The daddies really never go away. Whoa, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days.
And that's another thing, man. Nowadays, there's probably some families that still do it, but nowadays, nobody really sits down around the dinner table to, spend that quality family time. Sit around the table, no electronics, no, TV or whatever. Just sit around the table, have a good home-cooked meal, and, share stories about your week or day or whatever it may be. You don't see that anymore. It's like everybody just gets their food and goes their own direction and are watching their phones or whatever it may be. It's just not the same anymore.
Whoa, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days.
I wonder if that's really him playing the guitar. It looks like it in the video. an awesome song. He did a great job covering that. I gotta say, man, Dave Fenley. I'm surprised he ain't bigger than he is. Just because that cover to me, man. The first time I heard it, it teared me up. Like, he nailed that. And like I said, we're gonna have to go back and listen to the Judds, the original song. You know what I mean? Just to, I mean, I've heard it before, but we'll have to do it on the reaction channel too, just to, just to give it the credit it deserves, because it's a great song no matter who does it. But I appreciate y'all stopping in and watching direct reactions again. If you have any reaction suggestions, please don't hesitate to comment them below. I will react and reply to all comments, no matter how many there are, because I appreciate everyone that supports everything I do. So, with that being said, thank you for stopping in and watching direct reactions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And y'all know the deal. Be safe out there and keep it real.